Hello, this is Zedis. Welcome back to another Mario Maker 2 video, clearing more Uncleared 2021 levels. I have the regular 5 for you today. I had a little bit of a trouble when I was recording these. I recorded 5 of them, and for whatever reason, my capture card froze, and I missed out on the new Super Mario Bros. U and 3D World levels, so I had to re-record. I also skipped a couple of really hard speed runs, and when I was re-recording, I did play a very cheap hidden block level for the NSMBU level. Then I went back and recorded another one because I didn't like that one very much, and I got another speed run. But this one seemed doable, but it's terrible. You saw me boo it after the first life. I very much decided right away, like, this is not my kind of level. I hate it. It's ugly. But the worst thing about it is it's just like so poorly set up. Every like aspect of this is just poorly designed. Very awkward jumps. The setups are just made so they don't work very well. Yeah, it's a cheap, crappy level. So many spikes. I just hate these spikes so much. That jump is very awkward. Just this life especially, I'm just showing how hard it is to like use these springs to work. And if you run out of time, you are pretty much instantly killed. If you go through that door without a star or without the shellmet, you can get the shellmet through. You saw I lost it right there. These jumps just don't line up. These no block jumps, they don't work even a little bit. I don't think I ever got through here without getting hit. But yeah, just when you make a speed run, and look at that, I bounced right off that thwomp into the spike. I had to start slowing down. It's the only way. Here I'm like, I screw up so bad. I'm like, you know what? I never tried this red pipe over here. Let's see. I'm sure it kills me. The door seemed correct. And yeah, it's just a death door. I've hardly ever seen a worse, more poorly set up speedrun in my life. So here, yeah, I've never got through there without getting hit. So you need that shellmet. It's the only way that you're gonna survive. And then the timer, I already had looked at the clear time, and they give you 100 seconds, and yeah, these setups don't work at all, these triple jump setups. But yeah, the guy had actually cleared it in 45 seconds, so that's like 15 seconds extra. So I just took my time, and here's the final run. Triple jump over these spikes, very hard to not die. I died many times just at the beginning. You have to get it perfect. These swamps, there's no way to get up to them correctly. You have to want to slow down here, or else you're screwed. That jump is really tough. You want to make sure you have that shellmet. They give you a shellmet that you lose right away, and you put the second shellmet on. You see I screw up here. You can bounce off that spring perfectly, but it's very hard. I got through with the star, with the shellmet good, because I'm going to lose it here, because it's impossible to get through that section without losing it, without getting hit. Here, if you get to it at a bad time, the fire bars are in your way, but it's like a no big deal. I feel like I just almost had to get lucky here. Actually, no, I think the problem is that it kind of led to a triple jump, but the triple jump killed you every time. Anyway, terrible level, but not too hard. I mean, it did take me a good half an hour, and I'm sure it took me nearly 100 lives, but those spikes were just, you know, killing you like constantly. Very, very bad level. I can't even remember the order I had these in. Super Mario World was probably the easiest level. It was pretty uninvolved and not one I booed. I think I might boo all of them except for this one. I've just been getting terrible levels lately. By the way, 26,000 left as of this morning when I'm recording this, which is a week ago, I think. From when you will be watching it. Or from when it premieres, anyway. Yeah, some bumper action. I don't like it. It's not too bad. Easy enough to survive there. You just want to not go forward on this. Yeah, you notice that this one only had 8 tries before I started it. Well, I don't remember how many lives it took me, but I'm sure it took me maybe 20 lives, because there are a lot of places to die, but that's not a terrible level. It's pretty simple. Jumped a little too quick there. Yeah, like, it's hard because it feels like you can't wait, but then there's times when you can wait, so you're like, oh, I better, yeah, just, there's no hurry here. Yeah, this one, there's a lot of places where it feels like you should be hurrying, but you really don't have to. If I had been more careful. This one took me a minute to figure out, but it's easier to go back down. I don't think you have to, but that's what worked best for me. Because, yeah, you could probably make that jump, but the burners are going to be right in your way, so... Burners on a global timer, by the way. They're going whether you see them or not. Here, I knew I was like I could have seen those burners and I could have waited, but I didn't. I just wanted to go. Here's the final life. Yeah, a lot of my deaths on this one were just from me being impatient. Yeah, there are some blue platforms which will fall when I step on them and some not. Yeah, I easily could have waited here, although I didn't have to there. I got there at a good time. Seeing the burners go off, I knew how much time I had to get over there. I don't remember how many seconds it takes for a burner to go off and on. Yeah, no like or boo. It's fine. It's not bad. So I guess, yeah, I only died 10 times. Not too bad. There's a good expert level for you. 3D World might be the hardest level again, as it was last week or 2 weeks ago. I don't remember. I don't even remember what the 2 levels I lost were, because I edited a week after I actually played them, and then I had to get these 2 levels. This the new Super Mario Brothers in the 3D World. This one is rough. Champions Road is, I believe, the final challenge of 3D World. I've never beaten that game. But you'll see a lot of Champions Road remakes, and this one is much different than any I've seen before, although I do recognize some parts of it. This one is obnoxiously blind, and I don't think the maker realizes how blind it was. He did say in his little description that it took him like a day to beat, which I can understand. It's a very hard level, even if you know what's happening, but God, there's this auto scroll part. I don't know what's going on here. I didn't know where I was supposed to go there, so I'm like, I guess I have to go to the right. I try to go up, but that doesn't work. No indicators, whatsoever. An arrow, coin trail, anything would have helped. I booted it right there because I was really mad, and then I didn't even see this propeller box for the longest time. I was looking in the program at a certain point. I noticed it because if you don't get over there instantly, it's gone. So it's too far off screen. He does give you an indicator here, but it's a little confusing because you don't know what you're looking for. But the coin box shows that there is a warp box right above it. I didn't know that. I didn't look that carefully. I just looked for the power up, really. I don't like to look too far ahead when I look in the program. Maybe I didn't even look in the program at this point. I definitely, at a certain point, I opened it just to prepare myself for what was coming up. So I do believe this is how he wants you to do this part. To take damage, lose the propeller box. Later, I actually figured out that you can keep the propeller box through a lot of the stage. In fact, I attempted to take it all the way through the stage, but I can never get it through. There's a certain point where it's almost impossible. But you can get it through this part very easily. When you see the bullet power-up is that's where you kind of want to lose it. Or when you can get to... as far as you can get with it, I guess. This part, you'll see how awfully blind this is with the auto scroll. I don't know what's coming up. And this is about to disappear, and I'm like, where am I going? Where am I going? And then I see it at the last second, and I'm way too late. Yeah, that's just not fair. That's really just not fair. You have to know this stage to get through it. It's just not a stage you can do at all blind. So yeah, you want to go over here. You don't know what's up here. You have to basically... You lose the bullet power up. You can't keep that. You can go up here. If you have the propeller box, you can go up, but you get too far ahead of the screen scroll, and you can't really deal with this part, this box part right here. You can get to this box. There's also a warp box on the side of this box, so you have to avoid that. But if you get that propeller box up here, man, you would be set, but I could never do it. There is a key over here. I think I had looked already, and I realized that was a trap. You can get it, especially if you get here with a power-up. You can get here with a mushroom. But it's a trap. That key box down there is a lie. That's a death door again. That just drops you to your death. But you can get the key, and it would help you a little bit up ahead. But yeah, you have to... You basically have to take leaps of faith in this level all the time. You have to have a run to get to those 2 blocks. But you can definitely get here with a mushroom, which I will in the future, because it will help me a lot. Because there's a boss battle, and it's a very difficult boss battle too. Once we get to a certain point, I'm gonna actually run through the whole stage again. In double time, so it's not too slow, because it is a very slow stage, a very long stage. It's like a 5-minute long stage, no checkpoints, of course. I do believe that is a thing. I thought if I threw that P-switch, I could activate it later, because I didn't know how much time I had on that P-switch maze, but there's no need to. And I tried to do it again, and luckily the bully walks right onto it. But you don't need that. You don't need the P-switch timer for a long time. Here's 4 boom booms at the same time, which is a dangerous, dangerous cocktail. Because they're going to be spinning their fists and they'll knock each other up. So hiding from them is not easy. But this is what I was attempting to do. Is I'll be over here. You see, notice I have a mushroom on this life. Like I said, we're going to run through the whole stage again. Yeah, this guy gets up there. And then I ran away from him, which I shouldn't have done. I should have just... He would have fallen off. So here, I'll lose my power. Look at that death. I landed right on his forehead. That killed me. This part's pretty difficult too, but I did get good at it. Yeah, you have to get over there instantly, or else you don't even notice where that propeller box is. It should have been a little less hidden, I feel like. I thought at first it was a hidden block. So we're going to get up here with our propeller box. We just have to wait. You have to trust it a little and wait till you're almost off the screen. That's the best way to do this. The propeller box makes this part easy, but I did lose it here. You can get it further than that. Basically to where the bullet bill mask is. Want to wait till this go. Yeah, it makes the propeller box makes this part very easy. But you pretty much have to lose it here. Very hard jump here without losing your power up. Very tight. We're gonna ignore this key because we could grab it and only kill 3 boom booms, but if you're killing 3 of them, you might as well kill 4 of them. It's not worth it because you're gonna lose your power up. You notice I do still have the mushroom. I prefer not to have these bullies fall because you can deal with it if you have them fall, but here we'll just do the It's hard to get through this maze with the mushroom power-up, but if you duck and roll and stuff, you can get through it pretty easily. Really just want to be patient with these guys. Wait till they're not spinning around so you can hit a couple of them. The problem is the second two don't spawn until you've already spawned the first two, so they're on different cycles. I didn't have any of them get up this far on this life. I kill a couple of them, and then I get a little brave because there's only 2 of them left, but I end up losing my mushrooms, so I go back to my hiding spot. When there's just 2 of them, it's not too bad. So I got through it. That's all the level is. You need 4 keys. I did count that. And Cake, I mean, he could have forced me to get that key in the previous section, but it's a trap. Again, the death door is just unconscionable. It's just mean. Especially with all the stuff you had to go through before. Terrible level, really. Just unfair, mean-spirited. Not fun at all. A lot of it is just blindness with that auto-scroll. It's just terrible. Yeah, very, very much not made for the player. It's made for the maker to challenge themselves, but you have to make it accessible to the player. But no one ever beat it. No one ever liked it. I mean, now I beat it. Less than 100 lives, though. I mean, that's pretty good. That one should probably have way over 100 tries. I'm proud of myself for beating it. It didn't have many tries when I went in, like 30 maybe. So it took me like 60 lives. Super Mario Brothers 1. Japanese level, always my favorite. There's a bit of a survival room section at first. It's just kind of annoying. He gives me power-ups though, so it's not too bad. This level is another one. I wouldn't delete it because it is interesting for the most part, unlike that one that I did delete that was just a hidden block with a key in it, basically. This one also has hidden shit, very annoyingly, too. The survival room, I boo it for that. I don't like survival rooms. It's not too bad, really. There's worse stuff later on. But it is annoying. It's very spammy, obviously. I'm not a fan of these kind of levels. So yeah, there's a spring that falls and you have to land on it. That spring crushed me many times. He makes you lose the shellmet on this part, but he does give you a mushroom. He does kindly give me a reset door. I will thank him for that, but he makes many other jerk moves later. So I end up killing that Buzzy. There's this POW for some reason. The POWs don't do anything. I don't know why they're even there. But there's an on-off section that I can't make it to that next platform, so I need to reset. Thankfully, he lets me reset. About the only nice thing he does for me in this. I'm shocked he let me. But yeah, you wanna hit this Buzzy. It's just the way he sets this up is moronic, really. But yep, no, that's not a big deal though. It's not terrible. It's just kind of pointless. You know, you get your timing down before you go. It's not too bad. This one's pretty easy to handle. Don't know what this vine is about. Don't know what this platform is about, but here's where the level just becomes asshole-ish. Kaizo block. Ha ha ha. Funny shit. It's not even the worst offense this level makes. I don't like this guy with the boot going really fast on this. It's really hard to get him without getting hit. I almost get killed there. I know that there's going to be Kaizo blocks to trap me in these sections. And you have the boot, which is very hard to deal with. Yep, and then I get hit another Kaizo block, I get knocked right in here. I'm effed. For a long time, I kind of was getting to this section and wondering where the hell I was supposed to go. And then I ended up having to open up the program because it's like, where am I going? These Kaizo blocks that I hit and died are hiding another Kaizo, another hidden item up here. And I'll pause it in a second because I couldn't find the damn block. Even though I had seen it in the program, I just could not hit it. I had to count exactly where it was because I couldn't find it. So that's how hard this would be just to find. And you have this boot. It could be anywhere, really, because they could hide it anywhere above you. There we go. And you have to use the boot to get up to it, to jump up to it. Lame, 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 lame. Why would you do that shit? I think you might have to have the Shelmet at that point or you die, or at least a mushroom. Because I think you get hit by that thwomp. But with the Shelmet, I don't remember how I even got the Shelmet through, to be honest. Now that I think about it, I should have watched that whole run to see, because I don't remember how I did that. Yeah, bad level. Yeah, that one has a lower clear rate than the previous one. The previous level was way harder. I think that one had like 75, 80 tries before I started it. But you know, if you can't find a hidden block, I mean, people struggle. So the final level, Super Mario Brothers 3, is a troll level, a Japanese troll level. This one is pretty evil. I think the 3D world ended up being the hardest. But this one is pretty cruel. A lot of, like, there's a checkpoint and there's a lot of ability to be soft locked. So you end up having to reset the whole level anyway. Took me a very long time to figure out what to do up front. You can get over here easy enough if you run. Oh, this one also relies on just random hidden blocks too. Looks like I need a mushroom. It says up there I need a mushroom, and I'm like, well, where the fuck is the mushroom? I don't see any mushroom. It's like, it can't be up here, right? That doesn't make any sense. Here you go, soft lock, although it's before a checkpoint, so it's not a big deal. I was kind of thinking something might come and help me, but I'm like, nah, nothing's gonna come and help me. So yeah, you go down here, it's not gonna work. You have to avoid these munchers. So what you want to do is you trigger these thwomps, wait till they go up and you go back, and then the munchers come. They're just on a timer. And then there's a hidden block right here, which is really hard to get this mushroom, to be honest. It's just not a good design. I mean, it's gonna be really hard for people just to find too. I'm pretty sure I did look at the program at this point, because when you're hiding blocks, I don't really care about cheating, you know. And I don't really consider it cheating anyway. But the ability to use hidden blocks kind of, I don't know. No one uses it for very good reasons. Generally, there's maybe some, but yeah, I was looking for Kaizo blocks too. I totally missed it. Couple of them. I think I'd already been through this part at one point. Here's another hidden block situation. Down here, there are some note blocks, and you see there are some marked. They will drop munchers onto P-switches that will trap you here. I have been through. There's a soft lock down to the right here. I have been through this part already. Yeah, anywhere where it looks like you could get soft lock, you're gonna get soft lock. There is a boot up here, a Goomba shoe. I was just making sure what to do. You get through this point, you can't get the boot through here, you lose it. And then here's a checkpoint. It's very suspicious. There's a flower right on that checkpoint. When you get the checkpoint, you get a raccoon suit, a Tanuki suit. And then if you're not careful, you grab that flower, and then you can't fly up to the top here and get a key. And I was like, well, maybe I can jump on those bumpers, but I can't do it big for sure. That's not going to work. You can probably do this, but it doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, I looked it up. I was like, I'm not going to do this, because I can get... The checkpoint drops you below here, and you get the Tanuki again, which you need. You actually do need it. You could probably get up there without it to get the key, but there's actually a second key in that little mechanism to the right that I don't even look at right now. So look, you do need 2 keys. I noticed it right away. And I'm like, oh crap, what do I do? I know that door over to the, up there, up to the left, is a soft lock. But I don't know. I went in there anyway. You cannot kill yourself. This is not possible. Because you can't get past these blowy joeys once they start. So yeah, I play with it for a little bit, and then I just stopped and kind of like studied the map a little bit to figure out what I was supposed to do. And then I did figure it out. Yeah, I play around a little bit here. Yeah, this one's a pretty obnoxious level, really. Not fun, even a little bit. The trolls aren't really clever. They're just kind of lame. I'm not a big fan of troll levels ever, but if the trolls are funny, they can be fun to watch. They're not funny here. They're just kind of a lot of hidden block shit. So you're supposed to get this. We're going to fly up and get the first key right away. It really like took me a while looking at this to figure out that and then I thought about it. You can whoop the flower with a tail. So basically there's a note block to the right, and the fire flower will land on the note block and give you a key. So this will go up here. This mechanism will get pushed over, and then there's a key. Sometimes you can kill the fire flower and another one will drop. It doesn't matter if you have the Tanuki suit here or not, because you're gonna lose it. If you have the fire flower, you're gonna lose that. Because yeah, you can't get past this spot with power up. It's impossible. This section took me a long time to figure out. I knew that there was a thwomp that was gonna switch that, no matter what I did. And honestly, when I was rewatching this, I couldn't even quite figure out what I did to beat this. We're gonna watch a couple of tries, but yeah, if you can hit this a couple of times, you can try it, but the thwomp switches it. I don't know. It doesn't work. It's very awkwardly. I never remembered exactly what I did. Yeah, I was trying to duck jump over that. I thought maybe I could make it to the next. Because, yeah, the thwomp is blocked off from hitting it at a certain state. Yeah, I probably died like, I don't know. I died like 10 times here trying to figure this out. And it's one of those things where you have to go all the way through that process of getting those 2 keys every time. It's just very annoying. Yeah, the troll levels are the hardest levels to make because you either make them and I've certainly seen a couple of my playthroughs of troll levels where the trolls are just so brutal that you get beat down and you just don't even want to deal with it. It's very hard to balance it so that. Oh, there was a hidden power up there too. By the way, you need it. You could get through this without it, but it would be almost impossible. And then you get soft locked in these pits. This part took me a long time to figure out, but yeah, it's very hard to balance. To make it so the troll level is, I could not figure out what I was supposed to do here. Actually, what you have to do is get those Koopas onto that note block, and you have to activate that skull platform. I think I did figure it out already. But if you miss, you're effed. You're completely fucked. Because you can't kill yourself here. It's impossible. Yeah, to make a troll level where you don't get too frustrated and it's actually funny, it's really hard to pull off. And honestly, I've even had a lot of friends who've made troll levels, and I would say that I don't think I've ever played one even from somebody that I respect who could make one well. But I've definitely seen some, like the DGR might have played that have been really good, where it's very amusing and entertaining. So you can get, this is the final playthrough. I had to go through the whole thing again because I got soft locked, obviously. This was actually the next life, from the one I just died on. Yeah, it doesn't matter if I get that fire flower. Yeah, I'd figured everything out. I just needed to do it, at least it's not a very long level, so starting over was not that much of a pain. Yeah, we do the double speed here. Now we stop. So what you have to do is you have to really just barely touch this platform outside the semi-solid, or the bridge, and activate it. It's very hard to do. And then you get it, and that's basically the level. You want to run really fast here, because if you don't have the leaf, you're effed. You're fucked again. Because you need it here. And you would be soft locked and have to start over again, because there's no way to kill yourself, because he's that nice to you. Yeah, levels that soft lock you especially. Even after you've been past a checkpoint, you know, you're just like, F you. If you can pull off a good, like, checkpoint 1 troll where you get sent back, that's funny. Anyway, if you've made it this far, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. I will see you next week.